Welcome everybody, my name is Dominique and today I will be guiding you through a mat Pilates inspired workout using a soft mini ball. For this workout, wrist weights are optional, and if you decide to use them, I recommend anywhere from 1 to 2 pounds. Today I have chosen 2-pound wrist weights. We will get started on our backs. So once you have your soft ball, your mat rolled out, and your wrist weights on, you'll turn towards the front. Feet will be planted, knees are bent. Take your ball and place it behind the shoulder blades, and then find a C curve with the spine as you roll down onto your back, onto the ball, and then allow the arms to splay out and the head to drop back. So we're in a chest stretch position, and we'll take just a few moments to tune into our breath, to notice where we are in space and to center. You can invite in deep inhales and exhales, creating a calming sense to help us concentrate as we move through the workout. One final inhale and exhale here. Then begin to interlace the hands behind the back of the head. Use the hands as support for the head as you lift yourself up. So the ball will be in between the shoulder blades, and we'll start with some chest lifts here. Inhale, lower back onto the ball. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift, slow and controlled. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Neutral pelvis here. Feet are firmly planted into the mat. Elbows are wide. Head heavy into the hands to avoid any straining in the neck. Keep moving, keep breathing. We'll add on in just a moment. Last few here. We have 3, 2, last one. You'll come all the way back. Extend your right leg. As you exhale and lift the chest, lift the leg. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep the ribs knitting in as you extend the leg and the chest back. Heat will start to build in the core here. Strong through right leg, point the toes, engage the quad. We'll add on another layer to this after a few more reps. We have 4 more here. Last 3. Last 2, last 1. So we lower back, lower leg. This time you'll bend through the knee and you'll take your left elbow over towards the knee. So you have a little bit of a rotation in the chest. Extend right leg long, chest comes back, and then we add the leg lift towards the center. So lower everything down, take that one-sided bicycle crunch. Extend, and then we lift the leg up. Lower down, bicycle crunch, extend, lift the leg. So we keep moving through that combo. Really connect to the breath here. Slow and controlled. Check in with the ribs, with the core. Make sure you're fully moving through each movement. Get the most out of each rep. We have a few more. Quad is definitely starting to build some heat. Last 3 here. Last 2. 1 more. Bend at right knee, lower right foot down. We lower back and lift. Regular chest lifts here, lower and lift, lower and lift. Bringing a lot of heat into this initial core sequence. Again, really focus on knitting the ribs in as you extend through the abdomen when you lean back onto the ball. We have a few more and then we add the straight left leg. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1 here. Lower the chest down, extend left leg, lift the leg as you crunch. Lower down, lift. Lower down, lift. Keep moving, keep breathing. Pelvis is neutral. Right foot is firmly planted into the mat. So the core is really working to stay stable. At the same time, we're adding the extra challenge of the leg lift and the chest lift. Last 3, last 2, last 1 here, lower down. This time as you lift, bend left knee, right elbow towards left knee, extend through the leg, extend chest back, then we lift, crunch everything together. Lower down, bicycle, extend and lift. Lower, bicycle, extend, lift. Lower, bicycle, extend, lift. Core is definitely burning. Lots of heat here. Keep moving. Try not to rush the movement. The more the heat builds, the more we want to rush. Really try to move through each full movement. We have a few more full rounds, and then we move on to our next sequence. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1 here. Bend at left knee, lower the foot, extend the chest back, lift. Little chest lifts here. Lower and lift, lower and lift. On your next one, hold at the top, extend the arms out, little pulse up and up, up and up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll roll over to your right side, grab your ball, and then we'll go ahead and press ourselves up into a supported side plank. So ball will be in left hand, right hand is down on the mat, right knee is down, extend your left leg out. We lift the ball up overhead and extend long, so your left foot presses into the mat and left arm is extended overhead. Point through left toes, so now there'll be a little hover of left leg off the earth. We inhale here, exhale, lift left leg, and rainbow the ball all the way over to tap outside of left thigh. Inhale, extend, exhale, lift. Inhale, extend, exhale, lift. Keep flowing here. Really press up and away from the mat. So even though left side body is what is moving, right side body is supporting us. So everything is working. If you have the wrist weights, definitely adds a little bit extra heat. Really concentrate. We have a few more. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1 here. We find the full extension, plant left foot, use the obliques to lift you all the way up, and then bring the ball in front of you. So it's up to you how much tension you want on the ball. The more you squeeze on the ball, the more engagement you'll have through your biceps and through your chest. Then we begin to hinge over towards the right, lower, and lift. Lower down, and lift. Lower, and lift. Take it slow here. Keep breathing. Bringing oxygen to the muscles with the breath. We have a few more and then we switch up the movement. Last 3 here. Last 2. Last 1. Come all the way up. Ball in left hand, right hand behind the head. So some of you might remember the sprinkler dance movement, and that's essentially what we're going to channel here. So we inhale at the center, exhale, keep everything in a line, twist towards the left. Inhale, come back to center, exhale, twist, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, back to center, exhale, twist. Really use your obliques for the twist here. Gaze can be heavy down towards the mat, towards the floor, or you can close your eyes if you would like. Really try to connect to the muscles here. Try to visualize your muscles working. We have a few more. Last 3 here. Last 2. Last 1. Come back to center, lower the arms, bring your left knee under left hip, sit back on the heels, ball comes into right hand, roll right arm out, left arm overhead, rock the hips towards the left side stretch. Stretch all through left side obliques. You might even feel it through left lat. And then release, we switch it out other side. So ball stays in right hand, left hand plants, left knee on the earth, extend your right foot out, lift right arm overhead, find length, really press right foot through the mat, find the stretch. Then we point through right toe, so there's a hover. We inhale here with the extension, exhale, lift, rainbow your right arm. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lift. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lift. Again, I know that it's the right side that's moving, but left side is supporting us, so both sides are working. Don't forget to breathe. The breath is so important. We want to make sure the oxygen is still coming into the muscles. We have a few more here. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Extend long, right arm overhead. Plant right toes down, find the stretch. Then use the obliques. Lift yourself all the way up. Ball comes in front. Again, you can put as much or as little tension on the ball as you would like. And then we start to hinge towards the left and lift. Hinge to the left and lift. Hinge to the left and lift. Find your breath. Right foot firmly planted. Strong upper body. We have a few more here. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. We lift up. Right arm extends out, ball is in right hand. Left hand behind the head. Again, we channel that sprinkler dance move. We inhale here, exhale, twist. Inhale to center, exhale, twist. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Again, gaze can be heavy or you can close the eyes. Embody the movement. Try to imagine your obliques working to initiate the twist. We have a few more here. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And then just as we did on the other side, arms come down, right knee under right hip, ball comes back into left hand, and find the stretch. Hips rock towards the right, right arm overhead, breathe here. One more breath. And then rotate around. We face the front of the mat. Ball comes in between the legs. Give the ball a squeeze. Hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes. Lift up through the arms. Really press up and away from the mat. Ribs knit in. And then start to hover the knees off the earth. We lift the knees up and lower. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Gaze is down towards the mat, neutral neck here. We're halfway through these. We have 5 more. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. This time lift all the way up, down dog. You can adjust your feet. Take a moment here. Then start to walk the feet towards the hands at the top of the mat. And then grab the ball from in between the thighs. Ball is down on the earth. You can just rest your hands on the ball. Drop the crown of the head to the mat. And then hands come on the sides of the ball, spinal roll all the way up to standing. We start on our right leg. So right foot plants, left foot steps back so you're in a lunge. There will be a bend through your front knee, slight hinge forward, high on left ball of foot so your left heel is lifted. Ball comes in between the hands, and then we find a twisting movement here. So we'll twist over towards the right, pass through center, and twist all the way towards the left. So you just keep moving here, tick-tock, right and left. Knit the ribs in, strong core. Right leg is really supporting the body. So check in with the weight distribution in your right foot. Right glute will start to heat up pretty quickly here. Keep breathing as you move. See if you can connect the breath to the movement. We have a few more. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1 here. Balance is definitely being challenged. We come to center and then hinge forward. At the same time, you'll bring the ball underneath your right leg, then lift the ball overhead. So you keep the hinge, lower the ball and lift, lower the ball and lift. Core is in tight. Weight is more so in right heel. Embrace the shakes if they've started. Neutral neck. We have a few more here. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Then we'll bring the ball all the way overhead, extend long. Then you drive your left knee up, tap the ball to your left knee, step left leg back, ball overhead. Again, drive it in, extend, drive it in, and extend. This is one of those that the slower you go, the more muscle you use and the more your balance is challenged. So find a pace that works best for you. Find a focal point that does not move, that'll help you with your balance. We have a few more here. Heart rate is lifting. Last 3, right glute is on fire. Last 2. Last 1. We find the extension, then extend all the way through right leg, come up. Then we drop down into a lunge as we bring the ball underneath right leg. Lift and extend, lower and bend. Lift and extend, lower and bend. Lift and extend, keep moving. Keep breathing. We really want the oxygen in the body here, so you could take deep breaths if you would like. We have a few more. Core is strong. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Come all the way up, hinge at the hips, lower down, step your left foot up, find a pyramid pose. Stretch through the back of the leg. If this feels really intense, you can go into a standing split, shake it out, find whatever works for you here. Eventually, we all meet in a forward fold. Hang heavy. Woo. Again, shake the right leg out if you need. It's okay if what you're doing looks different than what I'm doing. Honor your body. All our bodies are different and they feel different. Whenever you're ready to move on, forward fold is where we meet. And then we find the spinal roll all the way back up. This time we move to the other side. So your left foot is planted. Right leg steps back, you're in a lunge, bend through left knee, you're high up on the ball of right foot, right heel is lifted. We start with the ball into the chest, press into the ball as much or as little as you would like. There's a hinge forward. Start to rotate towards the left and then bring it over towards the right. Rotate to the left, over towards the right. Slow and controlled, rotate to the left and over towards the right. So a lot of times in a lunge, you'll often see a closed twist, which is the twist towards the left. It's not very often that you see an open twist, which is the twist towards the right. So it's good to work both sides. That'll definitely help with mobility, range of motion, flexibility, strength, all of the above. Keep moving, keep breathing. Last 3 here. Ribs knit in. Last 2. Last 1. Then we come through the center, keep the hinge forward, lower ball down, lift it overhead. Lower ball down, lift it overhead, lower ball down, lift it overhead. Weight is in left heel. Embrace the shake. Second side is always a little harder because we already fatigued one leg. Last few here. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Bring it all the way through, then the ball comes overhead. We have the knee drive. Bring right knee in to meet the ball, then extend, step right foot back. Right knee in, meets the ball, extend, step right foot back, right knee up and in, extend, step it back. So again, find a pace that works well for you. The slower you go, the more your balance is challenged, but at the same time, the more muscle you're using. So the goal is to go as slow as possible to step away from momentum and into muscle. We have a few more. Heart rate is high. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold in the extension, lift the torso up, extend through left leg. Now we lunge, pass the ball through underneath left leg, extend, bend and lower, lift and extend, bend and lower, lift and extend, bend and lower, lift and extend. Keep moving through that. Left leg is getting fatigued. Yes, I know. We have a nice stretch once we're done. Last 3. Last 2 here. We have one more full round. Bring the ball all the way up and then hinge forward. Find your pyramid stretch. Step your right foot up. If this is still too intense, you can step your right foot underneath right hip. Take this into a standing split. Shake out the left leg. Whatever it is that you need. Eventually, we all pass through the pyramid stretch. And then we meet in a forward fold. This side might feel different. That's okay. And then just start to prance the legs. Ball can be underneath both hands if you would like. And if you didn't shake out your left leg and it's starting to get a little intense, go ahead and do so. If not, just keep with the prance, left and right, and eventually we find stillness in forward fold. One more full round of breath here. Then go ahead and place the ball towards the right underneath right hand. Left hand plants, step one foot back and then the other. You're in a plank. Feet are wide, so they might be all the way to the width of the mat or a little bit shorter, but they're not going to be in line with the hips. That'll help with stability. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees down. Take a child's pose and then roll the ball underneath left hand. And then we prepare for a plank with the ball underneath left hand. So lift yourself up, right hand is planted, left hand is on the ball, step one foot back, then the other. We press up into our plank, glutes are engaged, ribs knit in, neutral neck. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees are down. Release into your child's pose. You can bring both hands on top of the ball. Find your breath. Deepen the inhales and exhales to help slow the breath. And then go ahead and place the ball alongside the mat. Traditional child's pose here. One more full round of breath. And then begin to press yourself up. We move into a stretch. So sit back onto the glutes. Left leg will extend forward. Right knee will be bent. Right foot comes inside. Right foot comes inside of left leg. Then begin to hinge as you walk your hands down left leg, fold over left leg. Stretch through left leg here. You might even feel it through right side body. Take a moment, allow the breath to slow. Invite the deep inhales and exhales. Then release, right hand comes back behind you, lift the hips, stretch through the front and lower down. We switch to the other side. So this time your right leg will extend, left knee bends, left foot inside of right leg, hinge and fold over right leg, stretch through right leg here. One more full round of breath. Then begin to walk yourself up. Left hand plants behind you. Lift the hips and then lower back down. Quick glute stretch. We'll move into a figure 4, so both knees are bent, both feet are planted. You'll lift your right knee in towards the chest and bring your outer right ankle on top of your left leg. Then you can walk your left foot and glutes closer together to find the stretch through your right glute, and then your choice if you would like to stay in stillness or rock left and right. And if you're rocking, find stillness, create space so you can release your right leg, and we move right into the other side. This time the left ankle will come on top of the right leg. Create as much or as little distance as you would like between your right foot and your glutes, and then stillness or movement, your choice. And if you're moving, let that go. Create space. Release the legs, spin over to the front. You are done with your mat Pilates workout for today. That was definitely a burner. Make sure you drink plenty of water and honor your body for the rest of the day. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like the video, comment below, and of course, share with friends. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.